Well, greetings, vac fans, especially if you're a Bissell fan. So about 5 doors down from me in my neighborhood, this machine appeared at the curb. I know absolutely nothing about it. This is exactly how I found it. So I don't really have any great desire in, say, refurbishing this machine per se. I see these in thrift stores all the time. Although there seems to be a price tag here that says $35. And I'm assuming that the previous owners paid about $35 for it, which seems to be a little high in my mind. I usually see it cheaper than that. So how about we see if this thing, I don't know, turns on, blows up, catches on fire? Maybe it's perfectly fine, it's just clogged. No idea. I think the first thing I'm going to do is empty the previous owner's dirt, because I'm not real big on other people's dirt. That's kind of what it is. It's not really that much. So this dirt appears to have been moist at some point in time. They may have vacuumed up something that was wet. And look at this guy right here. Jeez. Yeah, that's okay. No, that's really wet. All right, I gotta show you that. Oh, brother, this is a problem, I think. Let me see if I can get back to manual focus here, where I can change that. Here, look at that. So, yeah, that's kind of on the wet side, you might say. Look at that. Look at that. So, people, do not take a dry vacuum and vacuum up something that is wet. Okay, this means that you don't use a fog machine, hint, hint, to go and measure a machine's capability, whether it passes or not. Ooh. So yeah, look at that. And that's really unacceptable. And maybe that was a problem. Hey, don't know. Let's keep going. Cord. Here's a vacuum machine. Here's a hose. Let's see, I wonder if that goes off. Let's kind of move that off to the side for now. And it says Bissell model 12B1. Let's see if I can get that again here. All right, there's the ratings plate. 10 amps. 120 volts is underneath there somewhere. And what's a rug plate look like? Probably pretty normal, wouldn't you say? Terrible, that is. Yeah. And I'm wondering if the belt just broke. This doesn't have any real resistance. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yeesh. Make sure you can see that. There we go. So I have got my power strip here, and I'm fused in many locations, not just here. So let's see what happens when we turn it on. What will it do? Okay, so I'm going to give it power initially. All right, got nothing. So let's turn the switch on. Let's see what happens now. Gee, that doesn't sound that bad. And did you see a little water come out? Well, considering, all things considered, I don't think there's anything really wrong with the machine other than it's filthy dirty. I bet it has a broken belt. We'll look at that in a minute. And of course, the filters laying over there were completely clogged. Okie dokie. Let's take the rug plate off now. Yeah. Hey, rusty screw. Gee, wonder if somebody was trying to vacuum up water. Oh, that's rusty. And is that it? Is that all I needed to take off? Yeah, I guess that was it. And, well, it's not a broken belt. It's a belt that is not on the axle. It literally, it's just not even on. I don't know how it popped off. It's got some wear, obviously, but I'm not seeing anything that's really broken with it. Let's see if I can get a good focus on that. So, let's see, brush roll. Well, yeah, it's grinding a bit. It does not freely spin at all. Oh, brother. But I wonder if I can't free that up a little bit. Let's see. Let me go, let me get like some silicone spray or something. I'll be right back. Now I've got some liquid wrench here. Silicone spray. And now it is much better. Perfect? No, I'd have to go and put this in the tub and scrub it and really lubricate it hard. Look at the dirt buildup. I mean, that's just it's astounding. Whew. All right, I know you want me to try it out, so let's see if we can make this thing spin. Why it came off, I really do not know. I can't tell. See if I get that back in there. There we go. Well, it's there, I suppose. All right, let's see what happens. Won't this be fun? Huh, works. Well, I can certainly see that the belt is definitely very stretched, because you can see it vibrating up quite a distance. It's kind of funny. Boing. But what we have here is a fully functional vacuum. Oh, it's really dirty. It needs a complete tear down and cleaning. I don't know if I really want to do that or not. Guess we'll have to see, but I don't think there's anything wrong here. I can at least put this thing back on, just temporarily. And how about we do a quickie suction and airflow test? Obviously not using that. I won't be using that. Sometimes I have to wonder about people that use machines to suck up water or something that's very damp, and the machines are not rated for that, or people that don't realize that there are filters that need to be cleaned, rinsed out, etc., etc. Seems to be good. All right, let's check it again. Yeah, a few minutes later, this is looking a bit better, don't you think? And I used some dishwashing soap, so it actually smells good too. Here's this. See how well that dries. Part of the bin, bottom there, and here's kind of like the midpoint of the bin. How about we put all this stuff back together and maybe do a few measurements, just for laughs. So it is certainly true that this particular filter here does actually create the seal where I'm going to get good airflow and good suction. But I'm not going to put this in right now because it's unbelievably wet. So we're just going to see what we can do with this, which isn't going to make that great of a seal at all. Time to take the gloves off. Not too worried about the machine anymore. All right. Like I said, it's not going to be very good because we do not have a good seal at this point in time. So you're not going to see very much. We got a 2. So with terrible seals, we got a 2. About a 2. Wow. All right, let's see what we have for suction. See if I can get a good focus on that. Come on. You can do it. Can't you? Oh. There we go. All right, here goes nothing. Well, less than 50. Time to give this power nozzle a little bit of love. Not a lot, just a little. And I'm using the blue little Bosch Formula Electro Duo for minor cleanup. Need power. That'd be nice. Look at that. Like, surprise! I guess I can just take that out. Try that. See if that does anything interesting. See if I can get in there with that brush. I think I'm going to have to scrub that in the sink. So this is what I've put in the sink and scrubbed off so far. It's a little better looking. Got to pick some of the other finer stuff off of that, but that's almost dry. This is looking a little bit better, don't you think? Here, take a peek of that. And it spins a lot better. A lot better. There's a bin. That's the screw holder right now. That's looking a lot better. This you already saw. This is, that's going to take a while to dry. That's not going to be anything fast. Here's that main feeder hose right to the power nozzle. So this was almost completely black. So I shoved a sponge in it and some water and whatnot, and it certainly looks a lot better. And it smells a lot better too. So here's the top of the Cyclone. I use that term loosely. And well, yeah, you're going to find various stuff here, and of course it's obviously caked with stuff. And then here's the inside. Again, you know, this is the top, so you know, it sits like this, so that's what's up on the other side. How about we clean that a little bit before I wash that? Well, that's an improvement. How about that guy? I don't know if that's going to fit in there all that well. That is all stuck. Wow. That is literally stuck and dried on. Beautiful. Yeah, that's not going to come off easy at all. Well, looks like I got some more washing to do for sure. Hey, does anybody know or even care what the base motor airflow and suction might be? You know what's funny is this Baird air meter actually fits in this cavity. So it's kind of funny. Kind of makes a fairly decent seal. All right, let's see what it does. So 10 amp motor, obviously no filtration whatsoever in or out. So I saw about an 8.5 despite the glare here. That's not bad. I mean, you know, a little 10 amp motor, cheap machine. Hey, what do you want? Okay, so how about suction? And I can't, yeah, no way you can see that. All right, let me see if I can fiddle with this a little bit more. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. All right, hopefully that'll take care of it. All right, tilt it over even more. You know what? Maybe I'll just tilt it over all the way. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's a ticket. I'll just do that. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'll have to go and review the footage, but mid 60s or so. So, and the motor's still doing okay. I don't think it's perfect, but hey, you know, for putting water through it, it's holding on for dear life. How about we get this Bissell back together? Feed tube in there. Snap in just right. There we go. Yay. All right. So this is in much better shape. Use some WD-40 on the ends. It's not great, but better than nothing. And oh, the spindle I sanded with some 400 grit. So cleaned right up. This belt needs to be replaced because it is stretched a bit too far. It'll do for now, though. This guy here. A little bit cleaner. Here, I'll show you what this looks like here. So, a little better now. rusty screws. Definite indication of used around water and or something that was very moist and wet. So it looks a little better compared to when we started, huh? Let's see what it sounds like. See how badly the belt slips. It slips badly. Wonderful. So you can see some of my lubrication coming out there. So that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. That means it's able to get some in there. Well, it's got some decent torque. It's not bad. So in order to get this top cyclone piece in, it's got this part that's supposed to snap right here, and it also has a little screw that goes, I don't know if you can see that or not, right down there. So I'm going to give that the heave-ho, see if I can manage to get that thing to snap in. There we go. Fantastic. Now I got to put that little screw in. Now the handle. I think that's a broken piece right there. Funny me. Not in great shape. Thing is, it still works, which is kind of weird. All that water, or moisture, or whatever it is. Oh, come here. Handles on. Just for purposes of showing how this thing goes back together, I'll put it completely back together. But remember that this is still wet, and it's going to take probably at least a day to completely dry. I'm going to see if I can quick dry it, but yeah, it's wet. This is completely dry, so this is in good shape. But if this was completely dry, I would go ahead and put this little foam piece around here, if it was dry. Then we have this bottom piece right here. And this again goes in here, and it will twist. Is that good? All right. I guess that's it. So that twists and that sits in there. Good enough. This will help seat it. And the cyclone, call it that, goes up in here, and that twists in. Fantastic. And then we've got this piece right here. It goes in. Believe it or not, there is a little seal around here. Better than nothing. And then all this literally squishes together tight, And I use that term loosely, but it's better than nothing. So if you wondered what all the wind noise was in the background, it's a little windy today. Okay, it's a lot windy today. Right now I got to put the hose back on there. This guy goes in here and twists. That's great. So I guess for now I'll just put that up there and put that down here. Oh well, you know what? How about this? Maybe you could see what red relief went in there. It's all clean now, so it doesn't want to come apart. So. Hey, it works. And it smells okay too. Not bad. So remember, I didn't put this in here because this is still wet. That's what we have. So, I guess not bad for a freebie. I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. Of course, right now I probably have something like 10 people going, do a full restoration, do full tests, whatever. So I don't know yet. We'll see how it is. But I've gotten the major junk out. It doesn't smell anymore. There's no more mold and mildew. So, maybe you'll see it in future videos. Maybe not. Stay tuned.